Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Blazekiller, and today we're back with another video. In today's video, I am going to be showing you guys how to get to the Mary statue in Lumber Tycoon 2. Now, this actually has an interesting history behind it. Follow me while I'm explaining this to you. Now, this was added during the Judas patch. Now, a number of things were added during the Judas patch. This came around, Halloween time a couple of years ago. So this is about a year and a half old, I believe, at this point. And the entity item in the question mark item, if you remember me making the video about that, was added into the fancy furnishings. Now, essentially, when you open that item, it was like a smoke blob, that actually dealt damage to you if you entered it, or if if you walked into it. So along with that, and a number of other small things around the map, around the Halloween time, was added this secret Mary statue underneath the map. Now, there is a whole really sandy part underneath kind of where I am right now that you can actually drive onto. So I'm going to be showing you guys how to actually enter into that. So you can use really any space you see here. Generally where I am, I'm going to be kind of just aligning myself with this and showing you guys just a tried and true method, if you will, of going into this area underneath the map. So what you're gonna do, you can bring a truck, or you can bring a car. I kind of recommend a truck, as they're easier to manipulate, to work around. And what I mean by that is you're going to be using this trick where you rotate your vehicle using a blueprint. Now, I've made a video about this in the past, but if you don't know, quick tutorial: get yourself a blueprint. Hopefully you have one. I like to use the tiny floor. It's pretty easy for me. So if you don't have that, I recommend getting it for this tutorial. So once your car is lined up as so, you're going to hop into the car. We'll hop out of the car first, get the blueprint in your inventory, hop back into the car, and you're going to position this blueprint onto your car somewhere, and you're essentially going to rotate it in the direction you want to go. So I'm going to rotate it downwards so that I can actually enter underneath the map. Alright, and now that we are down here, we can see this Mary statue right here. So let me position my car in a way that illuminates it so you can actually see it. And this, again, was added around October 2022 or so. And along with the void entity that harmed you, this was added. And also, when you loaded into a server during server initialization, it would prompt you if you wanted to plead with Judas. So that's why it's called the Judas patch. We have a prompt that deals with Judas. We have this biblical, character Mary here, and we also have this strange item that deals damage to you. Also, during this time, the many axe maze, interestingly, flooded. So those are kind of the four things that really happened. But along with this statue down here, there are other things to explore. I'm not saying there are other, interesting features down here, but the fact that you were able to drive around underneath the map here, over here in the safari biome, is in itself, I think, very interesting and is worth exploring, even if there is nothing else super significant besides the Mary statue down here. So, this is a perfect opportunity for you to turn your lights on and drive around here. There's, you can kind of see how the map is laid out. But I always wonder, why is this even a thing? Why are you able to drive underneath the map? Why is there a whole sand thing here? Many years ago, many years before the Mary statue was added, there were other things that were periodically added as hints underneath the map. One that I can think of, there's water here that actually starts to damage you, so be careful. One of those things is a skull. A skull used to be actually underneath kind of the Bob Shack area, and that was a teaser to the item that was eventually going to be added into the game, but was actually scrapped because I think people started exploiting it into the game. So really cool area down here. That's really how to get the Mary statue, but also how to get underneath the map here in the safari biome. Go explore it for yourself, even if there's, again, nothing super interesting down here. I still think the opportunity to explore underneath the map is in itself super fascinating, and I think it's worth a shot, worth a try. So hope you found this interesting. Hope you found this educational, informative. Hope you learned something new. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, turn the bell on so that you'll be notified whenever I do upload a new video. But without further ado, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.